Today is kind of an anniversary. It's only been about 20 years, thereabouts. Anniversary of what? Remember Black Enterprise? Oh, here it is. My buddy and I had a full spread in the Tech Watch section of this magazine. That's me right there, May 2004. And I guess the reason why I'm bringing this up is because there are a few things that remain a common thread. The pursuit of independence and being an entrepreneur. I was raised by a single mom, for the most part. I saw when she started her business, which she's been in business for, almost 30 years. And I was a part of that. Another common thread is traveling. I found out about these CD cards while I resided in Hong Kong for a couple of months, working as a teacher, as a counselor, but also as a video mediaite for the YMCA, recording a lot of videos and a lot of activities that took place in Hong Kong. That was a part of my hustle, traveling, being out and about and scouring the streets, meeting people and being a part of the scene. That's just pretty much my thing, and that's what I did. And I came across someone who put me onto this technology. It was technology at the time, CD cards in the shape of a business card, where we used hyperlinks. It's basically like a website that you could hand to somebody, So we got this article in Black Enterprise due to some marketing and promotion that I initiated with the company. We did an event that was a networking event. It was called Media Mixer. It was at this place called Remote Lounge, and we highlighted different artists, musical artists and also visual artists. We also did it at this spot called Metronome. These places don't exist anymore, but this is also during New Millennium, Y2K, and it was like 20 years ago. So I'm looking back at it and I'm thinking, wow, so I've been working in journalism, since then, and but I've also done a lot of other works, in music videos, working on commercials, but journalism has been my thing, and I have a story of my own to tell. So after graduating in film, I had some business partners, and our company was called Highlight Productions. So shout out to David Wilson. David Wilson started a website called The Griot, and I actually remember when that idea was in his mind. He also shot this documentary, which I think every school should have. It's called Meeting David Wilson. It's a great documentary, it's a great story, and I'm proud to say that I was a part of the genesis of that. Since then, in terms of being an independent, I've maintained my position as a visual architect. I couldn't find any other way to describe what it is that I do, so I coined this term, visual architect. I see things visually and I really scope out the blueprints, what is it that you need? So that's great for focus groups, which I've also done for some companies, including another company that I was a co-founder in, I should say, and that company is called Fair. We won a few competitions, including Hatch Pitch, won the CES showcase, were invited out to London. That was quite a ride, to say the least. Now, I'm Darryl Harrison, a visual architect in the UrbanJali, and I'm educating youth on how to tell stories, but I'm also created or expounding on a platform called Know Thy Neighbor, Know Thy Story. And I'm happy to say that I've created a track record of independent work, but this is work that I've initiated, and it's great to have an assortment of people who support the work that I do, because it doesn't just benefit me. A lot of my projects have been all based around having the ability to do some sort of focus groups to really understand the situation and to put it into perspective. So if I'm selling a product, it's the same thing. You have to understand what the service is, what people's habits are, and how to reach them. It's not just like, hey, take this and force feed it to people. It's not always effective. You have to be able to understand what it is that people's behaviors are and what those obstacles are for them to receive and understand how to use your product, how to use your service. The same thing goes with journalism. If you're trying to get down to the nitty-gritty of a story, you have to approach it with an open mind and ask open questions, and be open to a different type of thought, but really be able to connect it to a common thread. What is the purpose? Right now with these projects that I'm doing is to really tap into your psyche. It's for you to really understand where people are coming from, what's actually happening. We have so much knowledge, but the application of the knowledge is sometimes lost in translation. So looking back on this was a great experience. It was definitely something to grow on. I'm happy to say that I'm still out here doing the damn thing. Everyone has their own path. Stay tuned for what's next. Peace.